Hello everyone, welcome back to the second day of phrases and clause explanation. I hope you guys have completed the worksheet which were sent to you, right? And we came to know that okay, only few people could got complete marks. So please try to do it sincerely and with the explanation of today, I am sure that you guys are going to get more clarity. Okay, so last day we discussed about phrase and clause briefly. Today we are going to get into the depth of what is a phrase, how many kind of phrases are there, how it is going to be helpful for us in writing, and what are the different ways of expressing our ideas without changing the meaning and all. Alright, so today we are going to discuss about different kind of phrases. Alright, and let me tell you, this is really going to be an interesting kind of exercise where the same thing can be expressed in different ways. Nobody likes to get the same kind of content, or nobody likes to get the repetition, right? If your mom serves you the same kind of breakfast almost every day, you really get irritated sometimes. Oh mom, are you going to give me the same kind of breakfast today also? Why don't you go for a change, right? Everybody needs some kind of change, right? And this exercises really will help you, though the major meaning doesn't get changed, we can express in a different way, right? So how can you do that, and how we can improve the standard of writing as well. So dear friends, yesterday we discussed that phrases are going to be a group of words which do not contain a subject and predicate. So phrases can be mainly classified into three. So one more thing I would like to remind you right now. If you wanted to have the clarity on this particular topic, you should have idea about adjective, adverb and a noun. So when you are not having that clarity, you may face some difficulty. Don't worry, we will have a quick recap about what is an adjective. Being a high school student, I am sure that most of you know what is an adjective. So what is an adjective? Okay, for example, I have got something. So what is this? A stick, right? A dirty stick. So I have described this particular stick as dirty, right? Let me drop it. Okay, drop, done. So here, what is the word I used? Dirty. Dirty stick. So adjective is a word which describes a noun or pronoun. Okay, beautiful day, lovely building, big blackboard. For every noun I have used here an adjective. Okay, so the describing word is called as adjective. Okay, right. Adverb. What is an adverb then? Adverb is a word which describes how an action is done, which describes how an action is done. Not only how, it is going to be where, when, manner, degree, negation, like it is going to be a big topic. I do not want to put you in trouble as of now. We will slowly discuss. But for this particular exercise, just remember that adverb is a word which describes an action. For example, the students were talking loudly. So how are they talking? Loudly. So the word loudly tells us that how the action was going on. Right. And we have already learned that most of the ly words are adverbs. Okay. So the students were talking loudly. I was teaching heavily, or you were sleeping uncontrollably, or you were sleeping deeply, etc. etc. We guess. And what is a noun? Noun is a word, naming word, very simply. It can be a name of a person, place, thing or object, or it can be anything. A naming word. Okay? Right. So if you are very familiar with this, if you are okay with this, we can get into this. So my dear students, please look at here. We are going to discuss about adjective phrase, adverb phrase and noun phrase. I do not want to tell you what kind of phrase these sentences are. The reason is I just wanted to explain it with your support. He lived in a stone house. He lived in a stone house. He lived in a house built of stone. So did you observe any change in the meaning of these sentences? So I can tell you that there is no change in the sentences. But of course, some extra words are here. And though these sentences are giving us the same meaning, I wrote it in a different way. How? See, he lived in a stone house. In this, which is, do we have an adjective? Yes. Which is that stone, right? If I say only as stone, this is a stone, that will become a noun. But in this sentence, I use the word stone as an adjective because the word stone describes about this particular house. So the stone has become an adjective. So he lived in a stone house. So stone has become an adjective and house is a noun. Look at the second sentence. He lived in a house built of stone. He lived in a house built of stone. So built of stone. How a house built of stone. If you look at this particular part, I can say that a stone house. This part and this part. So what do you think it is going to be? Here I just use phrase stone house. It is an adjective. Definitely it is an adjective. But this part become an adjective. I can say that adjective phrase because this does the work of an adjective. If I say he lived in a house, if I say only he lived in a house, you don't know what kind of a house it is. But built of stone, if I say, it says this particular part especially built of stone, it says that what kind of a house it was. So what did I do here? I added few more words and it became a phrase. What kind of phrase? Adjective phrase. Because built of stone contains more than one word, but it doesn't have a subject. So what kind of a house? We are getting an answer for that. If anybody asks me what kind of a house that was, you can say stone house. If you say only stone house, it will become adjective. But if you think that you wanted to elaborate a little bit, then a house built of stone. So for example, in case if you get a 1 mark question for the exam, normally people write 2 to 3 sentences or maximum 2 or 3 sentences. Imagine if it is a 10 mark question, an essay type of questions where you do not have that much to write. Normally what do? You normally use it as an elastic and you will extend and you will make it almost 1.5 pages. So in order to make such kind of activity, definitely we require some kind of techniques. But I am not asking you to do that exactly without any intention. But remember, built of stone. So here this is adjective phrase. This is only adjective. Okay, got it? Now I'll give you a few more examples. Let us have a basic discussion about all this. Okay. Anyway, in fact, our next session is definitely going to be back-to-back exercise. Look at this sentence. Vishal ran quickly. Vishal, noun, ran, verb, quickly. What is quickly? Adverb. It is ending with ly. Moreover, it tells us that how did Vishal run? Okay, how did Vishal run? He ran quickly. So the word quickly tells us how the action happened. So this is an adverb. This is an adverb. Do you agree with me? You have to agree because that is right. If you are wrong, of course you can disagree as well. Vishal ran with great speed. Now I feel that Vishal ran quickly. This sentence I feel that this is a very small and I wanted to elaborate it. So how can I elaborate it without changing the meaning? So with great speed. See, Vishal ran. How did he run? With great speed. So with great speed, if I say, the meaning is going to be same. But what did I do? I changed the adverb into adverbial phrase. Adverbial phrase. So now I can tell you a definition which does the work of an adverb. So adverbial phrase is a phrase which does the work of an adverb. Instead of single word, we are using few more words without changing the meaning. So Vishal ran with great speed can be considered as adverbial phrase. In what way? With great speed. Few words, but this part doesn't contain any subject, right? So I can consider this as a phrase. Okay? So do you think this is a little bit interesting? I think that okay, definitely this is going to be interesting with the help of a few more exercises. Because when you start interchanging the sentences by using phrases, clauses and all, it is going to be a big kind of exercises for you people in this pandemic time. That's why you can improve your skills as well. Now shall we go to the third one? We enjoy playing cricket. He hopes to win the first prize. Let me tell you one thing. These two sentences are independent, not related to each other, like here. So the reason is, so what do you think these two sentences related to? Definitely related to noun phrase. So a noun will be definitely normally one name. If it is a single noun, definitely only one word is going to be there. Right. So but with a noun phrase, which does the work of oh, so I'm sorry, I did not notice the mistake which I wrote here. Oh God. So if you were in the class straight away, you guys would have corrected me, sir, you wrote something wrong. Right. So this is the problem of virtual classes sometimes. Right. So if you people are there, then only energy and enthusiasm will be there. Somebody will be playing over there, somebody will be chit-chatting, and I can put a piece of chalk on their head and all. But normally we don't do such kind of things. Which does the work of a noun. Very good. Some of the people were ready to attack me before this particular action was done because I got made a mistake. Which does the work of a noun. Very good. So what did we do here? Which does the work of a noun. So now let us examine this. We enjoy playing cricket. We enjoy playing cricket. So here, let me underline this part, playing cricket. Okay. So I just said that we enjoy. What do we enjoy? What do we enjoy? So my dear students, remember one very important thing. If you get an answer for the question what, that will be definitely a noun. Let me tell you once again. If you get an answer for that question what, then the answer is going to be a noun. Right. So what do you like? If I ask you what do you like? Chocolate, eating, sleeping. Though it is an activity, we consider it as a noun. For example, what do you like most? I like my mother. I like chicken. I like mutton. So whatever your answer is definitely a noun. Right. So in order to identify a noun phrase, this is very easy for us. Right. You have to put a question. Do you have any answer for the question what? Then definitely no. So we enjoy. We enjoy. What do we enjoy? Playing cricket. So I have used two words here. So it can be considered as a noun phrase. Right. I can say we enjoy only cricket. If I can say we enjoy cricket, I can say definitely cricket is a noun. But if I write playing cricket, that is also a part of the noun. Remember, by seeing the word play immediately, don't think that it is a verb. Because I have used this as a part of the noun phrase. So in this sentence, which is the word? Enjoy is the verb. In this question, I cannot write this as the verb. So what do I enjoy? Playing cricket. Right? Yes. Now look at the similar sentence. He hopes to win the first prize. So here also I wanted to put the question what. Okay. So if I wanted, what does he hope? Okay. Or what he hopes. What does he hope? To win the first prize. To win the first prize. So, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words we have. And these 5 words together make a phrase that is called a noun phrase. Right. So, instead of he hopes, instead of this I can write he hopes winning. If I write only one word, see, he hopes winning. Or he hopes medal or something like that I can write. So this is only a single word, but I am elaborating it as to win the first prize, etc., etc. Right? So though the matter is going to be the same, we have made some kind of modifications in the sentence. Right? So the part which is underlined here can be called as noun phrase. So if you observe, we can see that the duty of phrases, especially adjective, adverb and noun phrase, that is just to elaborate the things without changing the meaning. Right. So by the end of this session, you should be able to identify adjective phrase, noun phrase and adverbial phrase, because in the next session we are going to have a lot of exercises and you should be ready to identify. So just a quick recap about this and we will wind up today's session as well. So adjective phrase which does the work of an adjective. So if you get a question, you should check whether do we have any describing words or not. Okay. Right. Which does the work of adverbial phrase, noun phrase, this particular part. Okay. So hope you are very clear with this today's session and we will come back with a lot of exercises tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye bye.